Hey guys, it is me, Andy. This is Mindset Matters More. And I want to talk about being away from your regular everyday routine and how to stay on your routine when you are not on your routine. Let's talk about it. So, as you guys know, I'm in Guatemala. Actually, the past few episodes that you guys have listened to, I have been in Guatemala, but I pre recorded those because I knew once I got here, I was going to hit the ground running and just have like so much stuff to get done. Like I came here to get stuff done. So I wanted to have a little bit of a buffer so that I could, get what I needed to be done. And then when I did have some time, be able to sit down and actually focus on what it is that I'm going to say rather than just putting stuff out, just to put stuff out, just say something, just to say something and say nothing at all at the same time. So here I have been like thinking about, how is it that I've been able to keep to my routine? How is it that I've been able to, adjust to, the time, the new gym, the different supermarket, the different foods, like stuff like that. So I wanted to talk about all of that because I honestly have been it's been really difficult this time and really challenging. But I do want to talk about the successes that I have had and share those with you guys. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is while this is like the fourth time that I come to Guatemala while I'm under like a program or whatever, the first time that I came versus this fourth time is radically different in the sense that like, I already know what to do, so I just got to do it kind of a thing. Like I've already got like a whole bunch of, things already in line. Like I know what gym I'm going to. I know what supermarket I'm going to. I know what foods to get and all those kinds of things. Things that like I already know where to go just like immediately. But the first time that I came, it wasn't like that at all. Actually, I was at a different gym then, and then they like went belly up, or I don't know, they closed. So I had to find another gym the second time I came. But, that's besides the point. But still, it's like you go and you have to just put yourself out there and be willing to try because I tell you, the first gym that I went to wasn't necessarily a bad one, but it was one that was like a more commercial gym. And so I felt very little bodybuilding community, very little community there. It was like, you go there, you get your work done, you leave. Like you didn't really make friends there. Like you went there with your friends, but you don't go there to make friends. Whereas the little bodybuilding gym that I go to right now, it's like a really tight knit community. Like everybody's really cool with each other, friends. Like it's a thing. So the first time I went, it was fine for what it was, but like it was kind of a blessing in disguise that they closed because then I found this other gym that had more of my style kind of a gym, right? But you got to put yourself out there because, the first time that you do something doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work, right? Like the first time I went to buy food, I bought the wrong meats. I bought the wrong, the wrong things. And so that's really my first lesson is just do something. Whether it, works or doesn't work, that's irrelevant. You just have to try something. Okay. Then the second thing was with the nutrition plan and everything. So the nutrition plan, y'all know I eat my cream of rice. That's an everyday thing. And the first time I came here, I actually didn't have cream of rice. So I had to switch to oats. Again, it's fine. It's be flexible. It's know that there are other replaceable items for your diet until you can figure out what to do. Now, did I know that you could actually make cream of rice yourself? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know what cream of rice actually was until more recently. And I could have made my own cream of rice, but really, who the hell is making their own cream of rice? Like, let's be so fucking for real right now. Besides that, so things like that, like I mentioned earlier, like I bought the wrong meats because I bought like more fattier meats, but I didn't know that until I cooked it because they don't actually have percentages on the meats. It's called like super or magra. And I'm like, I don't know what these words mean in terms of fat content. I just want the one that has like the least fat. Apparently the lady heard me say fat and just gave me the fattiest one. Okay. Lesson learned. I want magra. Anyways, so again, is being able to pivot, is being able to adjust what you find. If something doesn't work, having that flexibility and being like, okay, well, now we're just going to do this other thing. So first, it's do something. Second is be flexible. Okay. The third lesson that I found is that not every day is going to be the same as in your normal routine, but you got to create a new routine. The new routine is the new status quo. Like for instance, here, I get up, I go to the gym, and then I do my walking. Whereas when I'm in the States, I do walking, the gym, and then more walking. I have to get all my steps in after the gym because here, you really cannot be walking outside at 4 a.m. Like really in the United States, I shouldn't be walking at 4 a.m. on the outside anyways, but it's not like here where there's like real danger walking for a single woman at 4 o'clock in the morning in the dark. Like that, you just don't do that. But in the United States, I mean, you've seen runners on trails and paths in the morning. Like, it's not the safest, but like it is possible. Okay, so just understanding that A, you got to do something, B, you got to pivot when things don't work, but C is actually getting into the rhythm of things and actually creating a new routine, making it feel like, okay, this is what I do when I'm in Guatemala, and then versus this is what I do when I'm in Boston, versus this is what I do when I'm on vacation, versus this is what I do when I'm sick. Like there's always just going to be different routines for different scenarios. And knowing it, remembering it, documenting it is very important. So I've been doing this, 3 years that I've been coming here. So I know when I come here what my routine looks like. I know how I'm going to get my steps. I know where I'm going to get my steps. I know where I'm going to get my food. I know all this stuff. I know that this is routine B rather than routine A, which is the primary one that I have when I'm in Boston. So understanding that you can have multiple routines and adopting them and accepting it is going to really heighten like your experience, because when you hold on to believing, well, it has to look a certain way, like when you hold on to that sort of mentally, it creates this resentment and like you just don't want to do it anymore. You don't want to go out and do your routine. You don't want to go out and still capture those wins, and you still don't want to like do what you're supposed to be doing. So let's recap. 1, just do it. Just go try. Just be it. Like, okay, just pick something, follow through. Then that leads into B, pivot when things don't work. Okay, do something. If it doesn't work, pivot. Do something, doesn't work, pivot. Do something, doesn't work, pivot, and on and on and on. And then finally, it's coming to peace with this new way of life. It's understanding that you have a new life here. Now, when you do these 3 things, you are going to see that not only can you be that gym girly no matter what, that you are successful no matter what, but also that you're going to be making progress no matter what, when, why, and who is in the picture, okay? And that's really the name of the game, is that you wind up doing all these things for a purpose, for a reason, for a goal. Not because, I want to look badass when I'm on vacation, or, I want to make it look like I'm doing something and all this. No. You're doing it for you, and that you have this idea about where you want to be. So yeah, you got to figure your shit out, and you got to execute it and work on it and do it. But I think the hardest part has been the acceptance of, hey, this is what I do now, for me anyways, because I like routine A. Routine A has just worked for me. Like routine B is a little bit harder, because trying to get in all those steps together, like at the same time, is really freaking hard. Walking 2.5 hours is really freaking hard. But like I was breaking it up with my workouts so that it didn't feel so monotonous. But here we are. This is what we got to do. And I accept that. I know it's short term, and I know that I can do this, and I can break it up in other ways, and I can pivot, and I can do these things. But that's the point, is that nothing is ever going to be this perfect fit. Nothing is ever going to be the right time. And this is what we talk about all the time, right? So guys, that's my message for today for you guys. I hope you guys got some value out of it. Love you guys. Bye.